real deep my mind. Hey you guys, so I am back with our February astrology. I'm going to do a month ahead reading in this, and we're going to break down the month ahead for astrology, of course. But I did just want to point out to you guys, today is February the 2nd. Hey Adi, 2022. Okay, so with that being said, we need to take advantage of this energy. We only have 2 more 222 sequence days left. The last one is going to be the same as the Pluto return. And we really just need to focus on building and balance, on leaving the past behind and really moving forward with intention and optimism, such that we don't become a victim of our shadow selves or our past experiences, which we kind of have done as a country, as a collective, and even as individuals, some of us. So this is really about resetting that energy and moving out of that space. I also do want to point out, obviously this is the 6th year all on its own, with 2022, 2 plus 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8, plus another 2 is 10. So that does represent new beginnings coming through. You know, just as I said, you know, starting on a new chapter, starting a new foundation for your new chapter. Also, we want to point out the master number 22. That represents building and foundation, architecture, structure, the combination between your divine soul self and your divine human self, your divine masculine and your divine feminine, your intellect and your ego, your experience and your intuition, etc., etc. Merging all of those dualities and building a structure that works for you and does not leave anything out, such that it comes up later and sabotages you. So I just want to encourage you guys to take advantage of that energy. I did post some short form content about, like, in greater detail about this day, and I was gonna do a separate live for y'all, but I was like, no, I don't feel like it, to be honest. So y'all can definitely go and view that content. There's some questions in there that you can write down and journal. But that's really all I would say about that. It's really just that simple. It's also a reminder that you're where you need to be right now, and you need to stop trying to be somewhere else. Stop transporting into the future and reliving the past, and be present, which we are focused on with this mindfulness challenge. Okay, so there is that for the 2222222. Okay, so we have a few things happening. Obviously, we just had our new moon in Aquarius. Some people say it was the 31st of January. Some people say it was the 1st of February. Either way, it's still the new moon in Aquarius. Really, it was the 31st because the moon moved into Aquarius the 31st. And that represented a dark moon because it was the second new moon in 1 month. And so, yeah, either way you want to put that. We had our new moon. We talked about it. I'm not going to go in detail about that. On the 3rd, Mercury is coming out of retrograde. It's going to be in the sign of Capricorn. We are definitely reevaluating our life path, our goals, the way that we communicate and assert ourselves. We're reevaluating our ambition and what our reputations mean to us. We kind of have been in a little bit of a fog. You'll notice that that fog is lifting, and you're able to receive and absorb information a lot more easily and clearly. But if there are any conversations that you did not have during retrograde, those things are going to come back up, and you might have to retrace those steps and kind of let those things come out before we get to the end of retrograde shadow, which is going to be on the 24th of February. On the 14th of February, Pluto is going into a trine with the North Node. A trine is like a great alignment, like when good, it's almost like a portal when a trine happens, because it's a really beautiful alignment of energies that supports success usually, or healing of some form, or some sort of profound epiphany or revelation. With this particular trine with Pluto in the North Node, our passion and desire to make long-term changes is going to be intensified. It's already been kind of brewing within us. It started at the end of Sagittarius. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it started at the end of Sagittarius season, then it amplified during Capricorn season, and now it's just going to continue to build up and build up and build up. And once that trine hits, it's going to be like, okay, if you haven't been motivated to do anything at all, you're not going to have a choice. It's going to be like a big push. Like, okay, it's time to get going and get the thing done. And not just for today, but for now, from now on, right? So that's happening on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day. On the 16th of February, we do have our full moon in Leo. Any issues that you've had surrounding expressing yourself, being the light for everyone else but yourself, stifling or debilitating your creativity by not expressing it when you need to, not being able to receive romantic gestures because you can't let go of control, or not being able to receive the love and support that you need because you can't let go of control. Those things are going to be coming up with this full moon, for things to review and things to release, because y'all know that's what the full moon is for. And of course, we are going to have an event dedicated solely to this full moon, where we will do all the things: journaling, divination, ritual, etc. During this full moon, Mars and Venus will also be in alignment. So there will be this nature of creativity, romance, sensuality, and depth that come with the revelations that we have. And I think that it's important that we explore those things with a partner or a friend, or, you know, somebody close to us. Not necessarily that you have to be having sex with said person, but just expressing those interests and desires, okay? So that's the 16th. On the 17th of February, Jupiter is going into a sextile with Uranus. This is going to bring like an enlightening energy, where we're able to more so think outside the box. We're able to be a little bit more speedy about the way that we absorb and teach information. We also are able to better speak and show up as humanitarians, because we have a lot more compassion. We are going to start seeing changes favorable. For a lot of us right now, the change is uncomfortable. It's daunting. We don't want to do it. After the 17th, it's going to kind of lift to where you're like, okay, let me lean into these changes. They actually feel good. If you've been having money problems, this particular transit will kind of lift those energies a little bit, and also help you detach from the outcome such that you can see new avenues of change. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, y'all. On the 23rd of February, Jupiter is going into a semi-square with Pluto. Your belief system is going to be shifting. You are getting a swift kick in the ass when it comes to your attitude and your perception about life. And you are realizing that you cannot attempt to force your beliefs on others. People are not going to think the way that you want them to think, believe what you want them to believe. You have to control what you can control, and that is you. You're going to have this struggle between bucking the system, thinking outside the box, going with your own ambitions in your gut, and learning through experience, and just also being a part of the system, buckling to society and going along to get along. And neither one of those things is bad or good. It's just a matter of finding balance between the two, okay? That is it as far as important astrological events. There are a few more things happening, but of course I will touch on those little small things as we go through our weekly astrology videos. As far as key points, that's it, my loves. That's what we want to focus on for February astrology. Now, let's get into this reading, shall we? Excited. You choose me, you praise me, you slow me, you sleep, you go back. I'm just in control. I'm just in holding. Sorry. Y'all, I'm so sad because y'all know I haven't been buying any new decks, right? But I wanted an oversized Oracle deck. So I've been searching and searching for an oversized Oracle deck that calls out to me, that speaks to me. Finally freaking found one. And guess what? Guess the fuck what? Guess the fuck what? It's out of print. And literally nobody has it for sale. Everybody has the book that they're trying to sell at a ridiculous ass price. I don't want the book. I want the cards. I want the cards and the book, but I'm really upset about it. Like, I have to find a way to get these cards. Somebody needs to like sell me theirs or something. Like, I can't accept this. Something has to give. I'm definitely sad about it. I'm not gonna lie. I know that was random. Okay, let's get into this, and then I'll pull y'all's oracles at the end because Spirit is not playing with me today about focusing when I'm pulling these cards, and I be feeling weird giving y'all dead air. It's not even that it's sold out. It's just not in print anymore. Like, the woman who makes the deck is no longer printing them. So it's not only sold out, but she not making no more. She not making no more. Yeah, Spirit is not playing with me about these cards right now. So, and I don't want to leave too much dead air. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start, and then I'll pull y'all's advice and encouragement at the end. Okay, so current self, we have the Four of Wands in the bouquet, which makes perfect sense because here we are at 2022. You know, when I just told you guys that this was about balance and building, and the Four of Wands is definitely about balance and building. Balance and building harmony within your heart, balancing and building harmony within your home, balancing and building harmony within your spirit, within your partnerships, strengthening your foundation, okay? Look how jovial they look. Don't they just look happy and abundant and tied together? And they got it. Even if all they have is each other, they are fine. And at the end of the day, they feel as though they are receiving the flowers that are due to them. And I think that's where we currently are. You know, I think that's where we currently are. I think y'all need to do something. Y'all need to do something because I need this deck, baby. Listen, yeah, I need y'all to find this deck for me. It's called Black Angel Cards by Earthland Manuel. And I need this deck. Like, I don't know what I gotta do to get this damn deck, but I want it. I want it. And I don't know how I'm gonna get it. And it's just driving me crazy. But I want it. Anyway. So, in terms of current self, it's like we're in a space where we just want to fucking be peaceful. We want to be stable. We want to be secure. We want to be freaking happy. We want to be appreciated. We want closure. We want resolution. We want completion. We want achievement. You know, and that's fair. That's totally fair. Theme of the month. We got the Six of Wands in reverse in the house. So this is telling me that you need to slow down. You need to slow down and stop trying to move full stream ahead. Slow the fuck down, reflect, take a look back, understand and trust me when I tell you that we are still in closure season. And again, this is about building a secure foundation. Hello, again with this number 4 in the house. Building a secure foundation for your forward movement to thrive. It's not time to run ahead yet. It's time to plan, strategize, and lay the groundwork. Okay, it's not time to take off running. We still in the training room. Okay, we're not at the track meet. We're still at the gym, rehearsing, practicing. We're not on stage yet. We're still in rehearsal. Okay, are y'all following me? That's the theme of the month. You need to take a step back and stabilize your foundation so that come March, spring equinox, real new year, you're able to blossom like the rest of nature, okay? Theme of the month is going to be about finalizing the stabilization of that foundation. What will you accomplish? We got the Goddess of Wands and the Anchor. This right here is my favorite Queen of Wands. She's so regal. She has these beautiful sunflowers behind her. Her hair is big and it's blue. It's representing healing, psychic development. She's empowered. She got her familiar right there with her, bringing her knowledge, wisdom, structure, spiritual cleansing, and depth. She has these sunflowers behind her, supporting her with longevity, with light, with nutrition. And then she has this big beautiful red dress on with this beautiful red background, enlightening her root chakra because she's standing on her shit. She's standing on her shit. She's not wavering. That's what you're going to accomplish. And not only is the Queen of Wands affirming that, but we also have the Anchor coming through and affirming that message. You are standing firm on your shit. So the theme of the month is that you're building and stabilizing this foundation, and you're going to accomplish standing 10 toes down firmly on your shit by the end of the month. Baby, listen, I don't make this shit up. I just come and deliver y'all the messages. Let me keep going because this is just going too like in sync. I can't handle it. I don't know if it's because I use the decks that go together or what, but I'm just like, I just want to say one of them weird ass country sayings that people be saying like, shut the fuck up and keep on talking or something. Like, I just feel like that's where we're at. I don't know. Okay, what should you avoid? 10 of Swords and the Whip. Y'all know what the 10 of Swords and the Whip mean. I feel like I don't even need to explain this because I tell y'all this all the time. Stay the fuck out of your head. Over analyzing shit, overthinking shit, staying up at night. You so busy thinking about what you got to do that you haven't even did shit yet. You're so busy thinking about what might happen that you haven't taken any steps. You haven't created any clarity. You don't care what might happen for real because you haven't taken the steps to figure it out. All you care about is what you're afraid is going to happen in your head. And guess what? If that's what you want to focus on, that's what you're going to manifest. So avoid focusing on that. It's just not the move. It's just not the move. And I don't know why Spirit is telling me to show y'all the imagery within these cards today, but this imagery is speaking to me. Y'all see her with all these knives sitting in her back. She got a hand on her head. She laid out all on the ground. The sun is behind her because, baby, it's all in your mind. It's an illusion that you're going through all this shit. The sun is right behind you. It's going to rise again tomorrow. But at the end of the day, you have to be ready and willing to heal. Y'all notice that the top of the card is blue, the bottom of the card is green, in the middle there's this red orange pigment, okay? Blue is the color of healing, psychic development, psychic protection, foundation, fluidity, spiritual depths, and dreams, okay? Orange and red are associated with root and sacral energy, which means it's associated with foundation, with joy, with security, with stability. And then green is heart chakra energy. It's receptivity. It's connecting and remembering that you're always connected with source. And so as a function of that, you are always abundant. And she right here feeling like, damn, I got stabbed in the back. My feelings are hurt. Everything is fucked up. And Spirit is saying, but look at all this beautiful nature behind you. Look how I'm supporting you. Look how I got your back. If you just get out of your head and get into the physical space, if you just get out of your head and connect with nature, if you get out of your head and connect with your body, guess what? That discipline that you're looking to bring into your life is going to come naturally to you instead of having to whoop your ass to get you there. You're going to be driving the whip instead of being driven by the whip. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Avoid getting your ass whooped because you're too busy spending too much time in your head and not doing what you're supposed to do. Okay? Period. What should you embrace? We got the 7 of Swords in the letter. So first of all, you need to embrace telling yourself the damn truth, doing some mirror work, talking to yourself, taking an assessment, deciding what the fuck you're going to sacrifice about yourself as far as habits, beliefs, relationships, jobs, and what you're going to keep with you, because all of this shit cannot come on your new journey. And trust and believe me when I tell you, you're going to receive messages and messages and messages and messages and messages and messages and time again, repeating that to you all month. And if you're not willing to cleanse and make the space, it's going to be made for you. It's very much giving 7 and 9 energy. Divine completion, divine resolution. Divine assessment, divine protection. That's what we gonna embrace, okay? Period. Obstacles of the month. We have the 6 of Swords and the Child. It's gonna be hard to focus. It's gonna be hard to focus. You're gonna be a little bit all over the place. So with it being hard to focus, it's gonna be hard to be disciplined, and that's the challenge of the month. Like you need to be disciplined. That's number 1. So with that being said, if you're all over the place and you're trying to shift your perspective and move on mentally to this, and that, and you are not committing to anything, and you're being very curious like a child, like one day I'm interested in this, one day I'm interested in that, you're not going to be able to absorb anything and learn the proper lessons that are waiting for you, nor are you going to be able to turn your knowledge into wisdom such that you can take action and shine the light and be able to go ahead and move forward. So the obstacle, again, is a lack of focus, commitment, and clarity within your perspective. What is the obstacle blocking you from? Wisdom, knowledge, and forward movement from the heart. Okay? Period. Where are you going to find support this month? We got the 10 of Wands and the Stork. So first of all, you need to stop carrying other people's burdens and focus on your own shit. That's your number 1 place of support. Second of all, there's some burdens that you are carrying that you can't do shit about. You already went through the shit. You did what you did. What happened. So now what? Are you gonna keep carrying it and letting it stop you in the now, or are you gonna leave that shit where it's at so you can make space for some new shit? Like, it's your decision, but you're gonna find support in making that decision and choosing new beginnings, okay? The stork is as simple as it sounds. New birth, and new beginnings. I kind of want to read this stork message to y'all. I'm looking for my box. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, two, one, two. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. All right, and I do want to point out that the stork card is number 17. One obviously is the seed of the soul, the new beginning, the potential, the inspiration, the seed. 7 being divine completion and assessment. Okay, it says the stork is a symbol of change and movement. When the stork is still, he is just that, still. But when he takes off in flight, the stork moves with great power and grace. This card appears when a change of some sort is on its way to you. So if you've recently been experiencing some feelings of stagnancy and confusion, that time is now coming to an end, and forward movement is abound. If it's in love, the stork card can usually bring some sort of positive change within the union. Continue to work and move things forward. You're headed in a positive direction. If it's in career, changes in your career or job are coming. No worries, this change or movement, because you could be getting a new job, will be a good one for you and your goals. Fly proudly, because the winds of the universe will carry you to destiny. In health, this represents improvements and recovery. So baby, listen, when I tell you you're going to find support in letting go of other people's shit and focusing on your own, and clearing out space of your own shit, and not focusing on shit that you can't do nothing about anymore, then that's going to facilitate the change and the growth and the energy of rebirth for you. I mean it. That is where you're going to find support. That was the question. Where are you going to find support? And go back and listen to what I just read in context of that question. Okay? Period. Actions that you're going to take this month. Actions that you're going to take this month. We have the King of Cups and the Ankh. So you need to focus on taking action that's going to secure your emotional stability and security. That's going to put you into a position of compassion, of empathy, but also of like, I'm holding to my boundaries and I'm not just going to let you dump all your shit on me. With the Ankh, you need to... And the King of Cups too is a good balance of masculine and feminine energy, because the King of Cups understands that his experience is just as important as his emotion. His intellect is just as important as his intuition. And the Ankh kind of brings in that same energy of balancing the divine masculine and feminine energies and balancing the overall dualities that live within you. And here we go again, because the 35 is the number, I'm sorry, not 35, 37 is the number that's on this card. And here we go again with that energy of 10 and new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. I done said new beginnings to y'all 11,000 times. Like, I don't even, I swear, like, sometimes I just don't be understanding, like, Spirit, why? Like, you could have just told me to stop pulling cards at first, like at card 1. You made me get all quiet and serious. I didn't know what the hell was about to happen, only for you to be like, okay, this what we giving. I'm with it though. Those are good messages. I'm gonna pull out y'all's advice and encouragement for the month, and then I'm going to end this live. I'm not going to do a meditation in this live because we're doing meditations every day in the morning and the evening, you guys. So those will be our meditation. On Friday, I'm going to be, what did I say I was talking to y'all about on Friday? It was something. Oh, I said I was going to do heart healing and hope readings on Friday, because I feel like we're all focused on new beginnings, and love, sex, pain is kind of surface. I want to dig a little bit deeper and figure out, like, where is our heart really? You know, what are we hoping to move towards in terms of love and relationships, and how can we focus on healing the space that we need to heal? Because I do know that a lot of you guys are single, so I feel like this is more fitting, especially because Valentine's Day is coming up. So that's what we're gonna do on Friday. I'm trying to organize y'all's astrology content and figure out the order in which I want to record it, and then we're gonna get back into astrology. So I did the houses. I'm gonna talk about the axes next week, I kind of touched on that when I talked about the houses, but I'm going to go deeper into it because the axes match up with the lunar nodes, and then we're going to do the axes and the lunar nodes, because I think learning what your south node and north node represent, as well as your Chiron, and how those things affect you, like, that really says a lot about your karmic astrology profile, who you were in your past life, what pain, challenges, and issues you're going to have to overcome in this life, and how you can best push forward through those issues. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about that. Of course, I'm going to give a brief overview. I cannot break down what every single person's sign means, and just because it's in that sign doesn't mean that it's in the same associated house. However, the information that I'm going to be putting out is based on that. So, like, for example, my north node is in Capricorn, my south node is in Cancer. Typically speaking, north node is associated with north node in Capricorn is associated with the 10th house, and south node in Capricorn in Cancer is associated with the 4th house, because Capricorn is 10th house energy, Cancer is 4th house energy. But my north node is not in my 10th house, and my south node is not in my 4th house. So it's different based on what house it's in, and that's why it's up to you guys to do your own research, or come and book a reading with me so I can talk to you about it. But that's what I'm going to be putting it into context as. Don't get me wrong, it does give you a lot of information, but knowing what house it's in gives you a better idea of what area specifically it's going to affect you the most, and that's going to give you the best clarification. So next week, as we continue this mindfulness challenge, I'm going to be going into those 2 astrological topics on Wednesday and Friday. On Monday, of course, we'll do our weekly Astroteas, and we'll do a little reading for the week ahead, because I think y'all do enjoy me doing that, and I don't want to take that away from y'all. Even though I'm bringing like more depth of content, I still want to give y'all the weekly and monthly Astroteas. All of y'all have said that y'all like that and enjoy it. Ali said I'm here for it. All right, boo. You're a Cancer. Love the way you pay attention. Okay, so advice and encouragement. We have number 2, patience, come out. Again, we are still in closure season. You need to be patient. You need to stay focused on the journey and not the destination, okay? Because if you miss the journey and experience, when you get to the destination, you're still not going to be happy. We also need to focus on self-discipline. I've said that 50 million times. And you'll see the number 4 and 1. We've talked about 4 in the expansive nature of creation as well as foundation. We've talked about 1 in the seed of the soul. I've also told you guys that 5, even though it makes you uncomfortable, is a number that promotes the turning point, the point of transformation, okay? So you guys have to be willing to readily tap into that energy and use it. Be rooted in it. You see this red color on this card. You see this orange color on this too, okay? We also have music come through, 32. Now this is for me saying you're gonna find a lot of messages and revelations in music. You're gonna find a lot of calamity and stillness within sound. So use that as a form of support as we move through this month. 3 is the form of the tree. 2 is the root, and bringing together of the dual societies that live within all of us as well as our society. 3 plus 2 is what? 5. So here we are again at the turning point. We have a postcard from Spirit. It says, "Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave." Thank you, love. Act as if you are brave, and you will have huge courage. Act as if you are loved, and you will be a magnet for love and experience the love of spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world, interact with it, and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were the truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be, for you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much, rainbows explode in the ether. Period. I don't have nothing else to say. That is February astrology. That is our glance ahead at February. If you want a personal one-on-one reading for the month ahead, you know what to do. If you are in Glow Up Goddess, I feel like I have reached out to all of you to book your Wake It Up forecast. If I have not, please reach out to me to do so. If you are in Moonlit Magicians, please reach out to me to book your quickie if you're ready for it. But you guys already know you don't have to use yours at the beginning of the month. Glow Up Goddess, you do, because it's a month ahead forecast, okay? All right, that's it. Hey, Bryn. That's it. That's how the cookie crumbles. I will catch you lovelies tomorrow for our day 3 of mindfulness equals freedom. I am enjoying it so far. I just gotta get my sleeping arrangements together and figure out how I'm gonna get my circadian rhythm down. But other than that, I'm enjoying it. I feel like my body is feeling lighter. My mind is feeling lighter. I've been able to focus a lot better. I have been a lot more productive. I haven't been as depressed. And wait, I won't say depressed because I haven't really been depressed. But I haven't been feeling like as weighed down and heavy as I had been the past couple of days, or like the past couple of weeks, really. So far, it's been good to me. I don't know how y'all are feeling. It's still soon, so you may not be feeling anything yet. But let's see how we can make it through week 1 before we abandon ship. I will not be abandoning ship. I'm gonna do this for 28 days. I'm committed to it, but I'm not gonna like force you guys to watch the content and tell me if you did it or not. I'm just gonna check with you weekly to see if you have an update for me, and if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I don't care. It's up to you. But I do want to know if you are noticing things happening in the process. I would like you guys to let me know, because what I'm thinking is, if this goes well for the full 28 days, we are going to do this quarterly. So we'll do it again in June, and then we'll do it again in December. Or, no, wait, February, June. We'll do it again in October. So if this goes well, we'll do it again in June, and then we'll do it again in October. And then we'll just keep doing it. February, June, October, February, June, October. Just to reset and keep ourselves in a state of discipline and flow. So feedback is good. I'm working on like perfecting the order. This week is going to be kind of all over the place with the order, but once I get it down, it'll be consistent as far as like, okay, we're starting the day with IGMP, which we will do that first. I'm going to write it down. While I'm writing, gives you guys time to write. That's why I don't write my intentions before I come on live. And then after that, we'll go into our first meditation, and then after that, we'll do our yoga, and then after that, we'll do our second meditation. So that'll be the order every time, but when I say all over the place, I mean like, I don't know. I just feel like it needs to be more organized a little bit, like just a little. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. She said need one more if quarterly. It's not really quarterly, it's just every 4 months. So we technically would be having one more in February again. My body under pressure, but it should be fine once I get my shopping done. That's good. Yeah, it's every 4 months, Odyssey. So 4 months from now will be in June. 4 months from June will be in October. 4 months from October will be in February again. So yeah, let me know how you guys are liking it. Feedback is good. Posting testimonials on my website will be great. But yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna do this quarterly, and even outside of us as a group, the Moonchild Tribe, doing this quarterly, I might package this up when I get it down and get like a PDF with it and sell it, just by itself. So, let me know. Feedback is always good, just so that I can perfect things. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I did say quarterly, but I just wanted to clarify that I meant every 4 months, because that's basically what it would be, every 4 months. We're starting it now in February, so therefore the next one would be in June, and then October, and then again in February. So yeah, that's it, you guys. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day. I will see you lovelies tomorrow. I'm gonna try to remember to upload the progress live after I go live on TikTok tonight. But if I forget, y'all, don't hold it against me. Just hold yourself accountable for your progress, because sometimes I don't be going back and downloading and saving them lives on my phone and then uploading them to YouTube, and it's literally for no reason other than I just don't. I'm gonna try my best to do it. If I don't perfect it this week, it will be perfected by next week. I promise you guys. You guys will have your link in the morning, you'll have your evening link, and then our regular Monday, Wednesday, Friday lives. Okay? Love you guys. I will